People have always been fascinated by the night sky, wondering about the universe's mysteries. In the 20th century, scientists came up with the Big Bang theory to explain how the universe started and grew. But even though it's widely accepted, it still doesn't answer some big questions. Recently, some cool new discoveries have made these puzzles even more complicated. For example, in 2023, NASA's James Webb Space Telescope found some stuff in space that looks older than the universe itself. This has really confused scientists and made them wonder if stars can actually last longer than we thought. This kind of thing messes with our current ideas about the universe, and maybe means we need a whole new theory. This video will look at these questions and more. If you want to stay up to date on the latest space news, subscribe, like this video, and hit the bell. So, there's this star called HD 114283, about 200 light-years away in the Asen-Lee constellation. What's cool about it is how fast it's moving, 44.83 kilometers per second. This tells us something about where it came from. About 1 billion years ago, when the Milky Way was still forming, it bumped into a smaller galaxy. That's how this particular star was born. But the craziest thing about HD 114283 isn't its speed. It's its age. It's one of the oldest stars we know, nicknamed Methuselah after the really old guy in the Bible. At first, they thought it was 16 billion years old, but now they think it's more like 14.46 billion years, give or take 800 million years. This is a big problem because we think the universe is only about 13.8 billion years old. So how can a star be older than the universe? It doesn't make sense. Because of this, scientists are starting to wonder if our tools and methods for figuring out the age of stars and the universe are accurate. We need to look into this more closely. To understand why this is such a big deal, you need to know how hard it is to figure out how old a star is. Stars like our sun stay pretty much the same for billions of years, so it's tough to tell exactly how old they are. Astronomers look at tiny changes in how bright they are and what color they are, and then compare that to what they expect to see based on how stars normally change over time. One important thing they look at is how fast a star is spinning. Just like a spinning wheel slows down, stars also slow down over time. By looking at how stars spin at different ages, scientists have come up with ways to guess how old a star is. It's called gyrochronology. Methuselah, the star we're talking about, is super old. Some people think it might be the oldest star we've ever found. Instead of just saying it's older than the universe, maybe we should be asking if the universe itself is older than we think. It's hard to wrap your head around what 13.8 billion years even means. If you made the whole history of the universe into 1 year, with the Big Bang on January 1st, Earth wouldn't show up until the very last seconds of December 31st. And human life would only be a tiny fraction of a second. Experts figure out the age of the universe by looking at light from really far away that was created soon after the Big Bang. As the universe stretches out, this light gets stretched too, which is called redshift. By measuring how far away things are and how fast they're moving, scientists can guess that the universe is about 13.8 billion years old. But now, some new research from the University of Ottawa suggests the universe might be way older, maybe as old as 26.7 billion years. A physicist there, Dr. Rajendra Gupta, has this idea that protons might lose energy over huge amounts of time and distance. This could change how we see redshift. What if redshift isn't just about the universe expanding? If that's true, the universe could be much older than we thought, which could help explain some of the weird things NASA has seen. Gupta's idea is based on something called the tired light hypothesis and also some ideas from a physicist named Paul Dirac, who thought that the basic forces in the universe might have changed over time. It's important to remember that our understanding of the universe's age has changed a lot. Back in the 1920s, Edwin Hubble thought the universe was only 2 billion years old. Slowly, that number got bigger and bigger until we got to the 13.8 billion we think today. So, whether you think of human history as lasting 10 seconds or 5 seconds on the cosmic clock, one thing is clear: the universe is incredibly old. The fact that it's still growing means we have to keep rethinking what we thought we knew about how it all started. At the same time, new stuff about our own Milky Way galaxy is making people argue. It looks like stars on the edge of the galaxy are moving slower than stars in other galaxies. One thought is that our galaxy doesn't have as much dark matter as other galaxies. Dark matter is this invisible stuff that we think makes up most of the gravity in space. Or maybe we just don't understand dark matter and how it's spread out. This doubt comes from a mission called Gaia, run by the European Space Agency. It's mapped the positions of almost 2 billion stars in the Milky Way. This has made scientists rethink how stars move, especially out on the edges of the galaxy. How fast stars orbit is key to figuring out how much a galaxy weighs. Since gravity is connected to mass, a new study using Gaia's information says that the Milky Way, including gas, dust, stars, and dark matter, weighs about 200 trillion times the mass of our Sun. That's 5 times less than we used to think. Maybe this means there's less stuff we can see, which could mean less dark matter. But figuring out how much a galaxy weighs is super complicated, and these weird results could be because of problems with the satellite data or the way we're analyzing it. As we learn more, we'll keep watching these discoveries. Over the next few years, better technology and new space missions should help us understand these space puzzles better. With its amazing abilities, the James Webb Space Telescope will keep pushing the limits of what we know about the universe. We're not just trying to figure out how old stars or the universe are. We're also trying to understand how galaxies work, what dark matter is, and what forces are shaping the universe. Understanding how the universe is growing is a big topic in astronomy. But as we learn more, we might find out that our earlier ideas were wrong. One big question is whether the laws of physics we know here on Earth work the same everywhere else in the universe and at all times. Could there be things we don't know about that are affecting how galaxies move or how stars change? As our tools get better, we might find new things in space that mess with even our most basic theories. More and more scientists are realizing that we still don't fully understand dark matter, dark energy, and the basic forces of nature. Every new thing we find, from far-off galaxies to ancient stars, gives us clues but also raises new questions. It's pushing the boundaries of what we know. The idea that stars might be older than the universe, or that the universe might be much older than we think, means we need to rethink how we approach cosmology. Maybe we need new physics, new theories, or even a whole new way of understanding time and space. These changes also make us think about some really deep questions about our existence and our place in the universe. If these discoveries turn out to be true, they wouldn't just change science, they could change how we see everything. As we keep arguing about the real age of the universe, one thing is clear: we're about to enter a big turning point in astronomy. The next few decades might give us answers to questions that people have been asking for thousands of years. Whether we're studying ancient stars or exploring the mysteries of dark matter and energy, the universe still has tons of secrets waiting to be discovered. The future is all about exploring, learning, and constantly rethinking what we think we know. Even though the answers might still be far away, the excitement of discovery is just beginning. To stay in the loop on these cool discoveries and theories, stay curious and stay tuned. Who knows what amazing things we'll learn next? If you want to keep up with the latest in astrophysics and space science, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment as we go deeper into the universe's mysteries. The future looks bright. The James Webb Space Telescope, with its cutting-edge cameras, is going to be a key player in figuring out the secrets of the universe. It's already shown us some amazing things about faraway galaxies, distant planets, and other stuff in space. But it's just getting started. As Webb looks further into the cosmos, it could find things that change our basic ideas about the universe. One of the most fun things to look for is planets that could have life on them. We're finding more and more exoplanets in places where life could exist, so the chances of finding alien life are better than ever. Even if we don't have proof yet, it's a strong possibility. If we found even tiny organisms somewhere else, it would be huge for science and philosophy, and would change how we see evolution, biology, and humanity's place in the universe. At the same time, as we try to understand dark matter and dark energy, we're going to have to take a closer look at our scientific foundations. These mysterious things make up most of the mass and energy in the universe, but we don't know much about them. Solving their mysteries could reveal some deep truths about how everything works. Another important thing to focus on is how galaxies work. The fact that stars on the edge of the Milky Way are moving slower than expected has made astronomers rethink their ideas about galaxies. Maybe our galaxy, and maybe others, has less dark matter than we thought, which raises questions about gravity and how the universe is organized. These things show how new information can make us rethink even our most trusted theories. Similarly, the fact that galaxies seem to change in ways we didn't expect means we need to improve our models of the universe. Could the universe be much older than we thought? Are there parts of its history we don't know about? These are the questions scientists will be trying to answer in the years to come. Through new and ongoing space missions, one thing is clear: our current understanding of the universe isn't complete. The more we find out, the more we realize how much we still don't know. This feeling of wonder and the constant search for knowledge is what makes science so exciting.